Hello, I'm Miss Crystal, the skeleton, and today I'm going to read to you guys Skelly's Halloween by David Martin. Let's see what happens in this story. Snap my fingers and rattle my bones. It's Halloween, said Skelly Bones Skeleton, and he danced around the room singing, head and shoulders, knees and toes, trick-or-treating, here we goes. But Skelly had been sleeping all year because that's what skeletons do when it's not Halloween. So he had to think fast and make a costume. I don't want to be a witch again. I kept falling off my broomstick. And when I was a monster, I was so scary. I had to hide from myself. And then I didn't get any candy. Poor Skelly. I know. I'll be a ghost. So he grabbed a sheet off his bed, and as fast as his bony fingers could cut and sew, Skelly made a ghost costume. Hot diggity, I am one beautiful ghost. But guess what? When Skelly stepped outside, the wind swept him up into the air and flew him like a kite. He twirled, he flipped, he spun until, the wind stopped and Skelly fell down, down, down. Oh my goodness. Crash! Luckily, when Skelly hit the ground, he didn't break any bones, but he sure was in pieces. Legs, ribs, arms, fingers, toes, and all the bones in between were scattered here, there, everywhere. Oh my! How am I gonna get put back together in time to go trick-or-treating? Said Skelly. It's a lot of work to be done. Just then, a snake slithered by. Snake, I am so glad to see you, said Skelly. I need help. Can you give me a hand? A hand? That's a joke, yes, said Snake. But I can help. And bone by bone, he attached this bone to that bone and that bone to this bone. And when Snake was done, Skelly looked at himself all the way down to the tip of his tail. Wait a minute, I'm not supposed to have a tail. Thank you, Snake, but this just isn't me. What does he look like, Like him, huh? Sorry, Skelly, said Snake. We'll fix you, said an ant. And like a construction team, the whole ant colony got to work. Thanks, said Skelly, but I can't walk with 6 legs. I keep tripping. I'm a 2-legged skeleton. We don't understand how we walk with so many legs either, said an ant. I've got 2 legs. Let me help, said a chicken. Oh, brother, now I look like I'm supposed to lay an egg, said Skelly, who was so upset that he just collapsed into a pile of bones. I'm like Humpty Dumpty, he sighed. No one can put me together again. No more running, no more dancing, no more trick-or-treating. Just then, some children found Skelly. "Look," whispered the chef. "Bones! Real bones! Let's get out of here!" "Wait," said Skelly. "And they talk?" "Run!" shouted the pirate. "Don't go, please, I need help," said Skelly. "I'm not just a pile of bones, I'm a walking, talking, trick-or-treating Halloween skeleton." "What happened?" asked the pirate. "It's a long story. Can you help me put me back together the right way?" "That's easy. We'll make you look just like me. I'm a walking, talking, trick-or-treating skeleton too," said the girl dressed like a skeleton. Soon, Skelly was Skelly again. "Click my heels and rattle my bones," he said. "I feel like my old self. I can run, I can jump. And you can go trick-or-treating," said the chef. "I can indeed, and I know the best places," said Skelly. "Come on, everyone, it's Halloween, and you know what I always say." "Sure," they shouted. "Trick or treat, smell our feet, give us something good to eat." "Exactly. Let's go," said Skelly. The end. Happy Halloween.
Hello everyone, happy Halloween. I'm a mouse and I'm going to be reading you Mouse's First Halloween by Thompson. One spooky night when the moon was bright, Mouse crept around and this is what he found. High in the sky, Mouse saw something flying. Flit, flit, flit. Eek! Mouse squeaked. What could it be? What could that be flying high in the sky like that? Any guesses? Swooping bats. That's all. Not so scary after all. Kind of cute little bats, aren't they? Down on the ground, Mouse heard something moving. Rustle, rustle, rustle. Eek! Mouse squeaked. What could it be? Tumbling leaves. That's all. Not so scary after all. We've got a lot of tumbling leaves around here, don't we? Up on a pole, Mouse saw something flapping. Flip, flip, flip. Eek! Mouse squeaked. What could it be? What could it be this time? Do you guys know what that is? A waving scarecrow. That's all. Not so scary after all. Under a branch, Mouse heard something dropping. Plop, plop, plop. Eek! Mouse squeaked. What could it be? What could it be this time? There's a little hint for you right there. What could be hanging on that branch? Oh, what do we have here? Falling apples, that's all. Not so scary after all. Over near the wall, Mouse saw something sneaking. Creep, creep, creep. Eek! Mouse squeaked. What could it be? See some little whiskers here. This looks like it could be a tail. What could that be? Scampering kittens, that's all. not so scary after all. How many kittens do we have here? We've got 1, 2, 3 little kittens, which, to be fair, cats are scary to mice sometimes, but these look like friendly, not very hungry kittens. Deep in the shadows, Mouse saw something flickering. Grin, grin, grin. Eek! Mouse squeaked. What could it be? This looks to be orange and round. What could that be? Bet some of you have this at your houses right now. A glowing jack-o'-lantern. That's all. Not so scary after all. Then on the step, Mouse heard something knocking. Thump, thump, thump. Eek! Mouse squeaked. Thump, thump, thump. What, oh what could it be? Who comes knocking on Halloween night? You guys know? Trick-or-treaters! Hooray! And they sang, trick or treat, giggle and fright. It's fun to be scared on Halloween night. But not too scared, right? All right, that's our story for today. This mouse is going to go do mouse things. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Hello, everybody. This is Miss Francis, and I have a little Halloween song I'd like to share with you. And it's called I Am a Little Pumpkin, and you can sing along with me. I'm a little pumpkin, short and stout. Here are my eyes and here is my mouth. When it's Halloween and you're out, tip my head and hear me shout. Boo! Boo!
Hi there, I'm a purple unicorn, and today I'm going to read you a story called A Unicorn Named Sparkle and the Pumpkin Monster. It's by Amy Young. Lucy and her pet unicorn Sparkle were going to Pat's pumpkin farm. The air was crisp and Sparkle felt frisky. They went out into the corn maze. Sparkle got lost and tried to eat his way out. Lucy had to rescue him. They played games. Sparkle's favorite game was grab the donut. He grabbed a lot of them. There was cider and cupcakes. Sparkle loved cupcakes. He loved them so much that he ate 10 of them. And then he drank a whole bucket of cider. Next, it was time to go pick a pumpkin. Sparkle, look at that tree. It's kind of spooky, isn't it? Sparkle thought it was very spooky. And look at that creepy scarecrow, said Lucy. Sometimes it's fun to feel scared, right? Sparkle wasn't so sure. Lucy chose a smooth, round pumpkin. Sparkle chose a pumpkin that was as big as his head. Come on, Sparkle. Oh, Sparkle, you're so silly. He's got that pumpkin on his head. When they got back to the barn, it was time to decorate. Sparkle made his pumpkin cheerful and happy. Lucy made her pumpkin scary. Sparkle, look! Boo, she said. Sparkle was terrified. Lucy said, wait, Sparkle, it's just me. But Sparkle had already bolted out of the barn. Come back. Sparkle hid behind a pile of pumpkins. He stayed very still and tried to make himself small. At first it was quiet, but then he heard, ah. It's a pumpkin monster, he thought. What should I do? He saw a big pumpkin beside him and he had an idea. He carved a little door with his horn. He scooped out the seeds and he jumped inside as fast as he could. Ah! Sparkle heard the noise again. It was not as loud from inside the pumpkin, but he could tell it was coming closer. The monster was gonna get him. Sparkle was so afraid that he tried to run even though he was still inside the pumpkin. The pumpkin rocked and lurched, and then it broke off the vine. Pop! It started to roll and bump through the field with Sparkle inside. When it got to a little hill, the pumpkin rolled faster. Sparkle couldn't stop it. Bump, 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 bump. Meanwhile, Lucy had been looking for Sparkle this whole time. Sparkle! She called and she called. Suddenly she saw a great big pumpkin rolling and bouncing and bumping towards her. Eek! Help, she yelped. It's a pumpkin monster. It was just about to flatten her like a pancake, but at the last second it stopped on a sharp rock. It burst open and there was Sparkle. Meh! They're so surprised to see each other. Lucy laughed and said, "Ha! I scared you and you scared me. Isn't that hilarious?" "Oh no, you're still afraid, aren't you? I'm sorry. Today was supposed to be fun. I hope you can forgive me for scaring you." Lucy gave Sparkle a kiss on the nose. He forgave her right away. Then she said, "It's dark. How are we going to get back to the barn?" Ta-da! A huge happy rainbow blazed out of Sparkle's horn. It lit up the whole field, and so it was easy to find their way back. And they were just in time for the bonfire. Sparkle used his horn to cook 2 perfect marshmallows in the crackling flames, one for himself and one for Lucy. Lucy said, "You're such a good friend to me. I won't ever try to scare you again because I want to be a good friend to you." Sparkle sighed happily. He ate 1 more marshmallow and 3 more donuts. Then he fell fast asleep with his head in Lucy's lap. Sweet dreams, Sparkle. And that's the end of the story of Sparkle the Unicorn and the Pumpkin Monster, which you can find here at Chapel Hill Public Library.